God is faithful even when you're not. You listen, your failures don't cancel God or cancel out God's callings upon your life. It doesn't cancel it out. So even though you're not faithful, God is always faithful. God is faithful in all seasons. God is consistently faithful in our life. And the way you act is not going to change God's mind about you. You know, you can be in sin. You could be doing all sorts of craziness and living a crazy, sinful lifestyle. God's callings are still upon you. God's still consistent. It doesn't make a difference. And you need to understand that. So what you do does not cancel out the gifts and callings and destiny that's been placed upon your life. But what it does, what it starts to do, what sin will do, it will start to move you out of alignment with the callings and with the destiny that God has placed upon your life. God's given you a mission and a mandate. Now, when you're living in sin, God's consistent. Those callings are always on your life, but you're not walking in those callings. You're not walking in that mandate, in that mission. Why? Because sin has knocked you out of alignment. So God is always consistent. God is always faithful. But what we need to do is line up with that, line up with the word, line up with the mission, line up with the mandate. That's the reason why we stay out of sin, or why sin is very, very dangerous, because what sin does, it brings inconvenience into your life. It brings a foreign path, a strange path into your life. The Bible speaks about strange fire. It's the same sort of thing. Sin will bring you on a strange path. It will lead you away from the things of God, the path of God, and it will lead you on a line, on a pathway that's going to lead to death. So what we need to do is get back in alignment with the callings and giftings that God has placed upon us and called us into, and called us to walk on that, because God is consistent. God is always consistent. Even though we are inconsistent, God always loves us, even though we think that God doesn't. No, God is consistent all the time and faithful.